Sandy. I am the oldest, but the most beautiful. And since 1980, every year I sit in a chair and I say, next year I'm going to be 100 pounds lighter. Obviously, I haven't lost 100 pounds. If I have, boy, I was really big. But in that regard, I have lost 100 pounds, if not more than 100 pounds. Unfortunately, I gain back the 100 pounds. I lose it 10 pounds, I gain 15. Then I lose 15, and then I gain 10. So Denise is my inspiration, and hopefully I'll stay on the journey with her, and we'll both get thin next year. So my goal is to lose 100 pounds too, but it's going to take me more than a year because I'm old, as Denise pointed out. It was nice meeting you.
Wow. I can't believe that. I don't remember being that big. I really don't. I was shocked. I really was shocked. And then the other picture Jim took of me a couple weeks ago, I put the shirt on because I was kind of interested to see how, when Carrie had told me about this collab, which is called the Before and After Collab, Weight Loss Collab. And I wanted to thank Carrie from Weight Watchers with Carrie for including me. Also included in this collab is Tammy over at Healthy Girl, and Mel at Mel's Weight Loss Journey, and Victoria at Victoria Gets Fit. So the five of us decided to do this before and after. I started on December 31st, 2016. When I officially joined Weight Watchers, I've been on a weight loss journey my whole life. You know, let's just face it. Ever since I've been 21, 22, I've been up and down and up and down. And I did lose some weight before, just before my 40th birthday. I lost 75 pounds. I found the 75 pounds, and then I found 30 of their friends. So I gained a lot of weight, is my point. I got down to almost 200 pounds, and like I said, I started this at 304.2 on December 31st, 2016. And my outlook on life before that was I was always afraid, like when we went to a barbecue or a picnic, or even at one of the kids' concerts, to have to sit in one of the seats. At picnics, I was afraid to sit in a lawn chair because most of the lawn chairs nowadays are those plastic ones you buy really cheap. And I was always afraid I was going to get stuck, or, you know, it would collapse on me. If I went to a concert for one of my kids, I always thought that, or grandkids rather, I always thought that the seats were made for little kids, and so my big old butt wouldn't fit in the seat. And I was always too embarrassed I always went, but I always just said that my legs were bothering me. I had to stand, and I'd always stand in the back. I never wanted to sit. The only time I did sit is if they had fold-up chairs, because then you just know, like a folding chair, you can sit on that. That wouldn't be a problem. But I never was ashamed of myself for my weight. I was never embarrassed about my weight, in the sense that I was afraid that people were looking at me. My outlook has always been in life, if you want to look, look. If you want to look again, look again. If you want me to stand so you can take a picture of me, you go right ahead, take a picture of me. And I've said this on more than one video, and that's really, truly how I felt my whole life. If you want to judge me for the way I look, I don't need you in my life. Judge me for who I am. And if you don't like me then that's fine. Move on. But don't decide whether you like me or not like me just by the way I look. And I've always been very strong in my opinion of myself. I don't know if that's the right way to say it, but I've never been embarrassed about who I am, the way I looked, or how I acted. Not to say that I didn't have embarrassing moments in my life, or that I might have done something that was kind of embarrassing. You know, that's true of anybody in all walks of life, whether you're fat or thin. But my parents brought us up to just really believe in who we were, and not to let anybody else convince us that we were any less than we were. And all of us are overweight, and all of us have a very strong feeling that we know who we are. If you like us, you like us. If you don't, you don't. It's just the way we were brought up, and we were just brought up that way. And my father and my mother were heavy, and my grandparents were heavy, so it's just a family genetic thing. Not to say that that's an excuse for being heavy, because by no means is that the excuse I want to use. But if it's in your genes, you have a tendency towards that, so you have to work that much harder. And I've realized that I have to work at it. But the reason I did start was I was just tired of being heavy. I'm getting to an age. My sister Sue had just recently passed. She had health issues due to her weight. She had diabetes. She had kidney failure. She had congestive heart failure. She was going blind. She couldn't walk. She was in a wheelchair, and she got a cold, which I think that really, I think she had the flu, but we don't know. But and she passed away just suddenly. I mean, I talked to her at 9 o'clock at night, and because she was in a nursing home, and I had called her and I told her that I loved her and that I'd see her in the morning. I was going to bring her a breakfast because she liked McDonald's breakfasts, and I love you, good night, and that was it. And then at 9:30, my sister Mary called us to say that the nursing home had called and said she died. So it was just that sudden, and I just thought, you know what, that was my aha moment. I didn't want to be like that. I've had knee replacement surgery, and I always said that once I had my knees replaced, I was going to lose weight because I didn't want to put stress on the knees, joints, the new knees, and it didn't stop me. I still gained weight. I didn't lose any weight. I gained weight, and Denise, or not Denise, Mary was diagnosed as a diabetic, and I just thought it's running rampant in my family, and I have to do something, and so that's why I joined. Also, I joined with my daughter Christy, and then my sisters Mary and Denise, and the four of us all went, and we searched for meetings that would help us all, and they just did. You have to connect with your leader, and I just don't think the three of them connected. I did connect with my leader. Unfortunately, she left. We got a new leader, and I was hoping I could connect with her. And I was reluctant to connect with her, but my gosh, I'm glad I connected with her because she's really good. I really like her. And like I said, I've been on the journey since December 31st of 2016. And my goal weight, my personal goal weight is I'd like to get down to 175. I'm going to the doctors for my annual physical next month, and I'll see what she thinks is a healthy weight. I'm 5'8.5". So I'm thinking she's probably going to tell me I should probably get down to about 165, but I'll get down to what the doctor says. But my own personal goal is 175. And I do set small goals along the way. I just like to get into the next set of digits. So if I'm in the 80s, I want to get to the 70s, and the 70s to the 60s. This has been a long, hard battle for me the whole time. I struggled. When I got out of the 90s, I struggled once I got back into the 300s, and then when I got into the 80s, I went back into the 90s, and all the way down the line until I got into the 40s, and I refused to let myself get back into the 50s, and I never did. So that was another aha moment for me, because I thought, no, I'm tired of this up and down. I'm tired of losing the same 10 pounds over and over and over again. And since I've made that commitment, I have been having a loss. I have steady losses, but I do have like small gains. But I have to say the biggest gain I've had in the last, since Thanksgiving, has been like a 0.3, which is to me just, go to the bathroom and you'll have it out. So I don't really worry about it too much. My eating habits have changed in the sense that I don't eat fast food as much as I did before. You couldn't stop me from stopping at Taco Bell or Burger King or McDonald's or Wendy's or going to Subway, all of those places. Not to say that I don't have them. I still have them, but I have them within reason, and I don't go crazy like I did before. I haven't been to Taco Bell in a long, long time, but I had a Burger King a couple weeks ago, and it tasted so good, and I just knew that I could very easily fall back on the Burger King train, but I thought, no, I said I was only going to do it one day, and I did it the one day, and I moved on. I think I'm do pretty good with that. I'm really proud of myself in the fact that I can do what I want on a Sunday, and then on Monday get right back on track. Like Sunday never happened. But I need that one day that I don't have to be accountable to anybody, not even to myself. And it took me a while to accomplish the fact that I didn't have to go binging on a Sunday, that I could still have what I wanted within reason, and I do find that I'm doing a lot better. And I eat way more fruit than I ever did. I'm striving to eat more vegetables. I absolutely love vegetables, but for some reason I don't incorporate them into my food plan, and I don't know why. I really don't know why. But I wish I could get addicted to vegetables like I get addicted to the fruit, because I'm addicted to the fruit, the berries especially. But I'm going to try. I really am going to try. I'm trying to do better. And like I said, the foods I used to eat, well, I still eat when I go out. Like if I go to a restaurant, I love a burger out. And I know it's fried in grease, and you get those greasy fries, and you put the cheese on the cheeseburger. But that's a small indulgence that I allow myself. This is a plan that I'm going to be on the rest of my life. And I can't think that I'm going to just eat perfectly until I lose all my weight, which probably is going to be like, by the time I reach my goal, close to 140 pounds. I can't think that after I've lost 140 pounds that I'm going to magically be able to go back to the old way of eating and all my weight's going to stay off, because that's just not going to happen. I know that, you know that, we all know that. So I have to learn a program that's going to work for me along the way. And if that means that I'm going to go have that greasy burger and those greasy fries, I'm going to do it. I really am. I'm proud of the fact that I really was a popaholic. And I was really addicted to pop. I probably drank, without exaggeration, 60 ounces of pop a day. My Pepsi or Coke, I would just have like 2 cans at lunch and 2 cans at dinner. So, well, that's right there, that's 48. Or if you went to McDonald's or something, you got the 32-ounce, drink. Now when I go out, even with my greasy burger and greasy fries, I order an iced tea. I know that I can't, like an alcoholic can't have that first drink, I can't have that first glass of pop. And it's been a long time since I've had pop. And I'd be lying if I said I didn't miss it, because I do miss it. I really, really do. But I just know it wasn't good for me. It's like drinking pure sugar, and I can't do that anymore. So I'm going to close this video up and tell you that the fact that I've accomplished that I've lost almost 65 pounds. I've lost 64.1 pounds. And I'm really proud of that fact. It's taken me a long time. It's taken me over a year to lose that. So it's a little over a pound a week. Everybody gets tired of hearing, if you lose a pound a week, that's 52 pounds in a year. But nobody ever does it. Well, I did it this year from last year. I lost a little over a pound a week, and I lost almost 65 pounds. And so I'm really proud of that fact. And I'm going to just keep on this journey. I'm going to include some videos and pictures that I found of some of my before pictures. I really don't have too many after pictures, because I don't take too many pictures. I realized that when I started looking for pictures that I don't take that many pictures. My editing skills are very poor, so I apologize in advance for how poor they might turn out. But I did the best I could. As my diet goes, or my Weight Watchers journey goes, I do the best that I can. And so far that the best that I can has been working out for me. And I hope you like the video. Please check out all the people down below. And if you have any questions for me, please include them in the box. I'll answer them. And if you have any channels that you think might help me, please recommend them to me. And I hope you like the video and hope you like the picture. So I'll see you guys later.
Me and Sandy, we're up to walk.
I'm not really up. I wasn't awake. I just was like rolling over, and then this asshole said, "Let's go."
Go as long as we'd like.
Oh, now she knows how long we can go. It's like we're walking into no man's land. We have no idea, but we have our map quest on. Of course, we've stopped twice, so we're going to have to walk a little bit farther once they tell us it's been a mile.
No,
it's
the distance. It's the distance, not the time.
Yeah, that's true. I'm going to walk 2 miles. She's going to hopefully walk 2.5. But I made her. It's like it's 7-Eleven.
And
lucky numbers.
We're on our way. After a pretty poor night's sleep.
I slept good. I can sleep good anywhere.
Not me. No.
No, I have no problems.
We'll see you later.
Well, I didn't take very many pictures, I guess, because I've been looking through all my pictures, although it's been fun going through them. Most of the time I'm in the back and you don't see my full figure. But here you can see my full figure. This was taken, I couldn't even tell you. I don't even remember. It was probably, I don't even know. It was a long time ago, I'll tell you that. Well, let me think. David looks like he's about 15 years ago then.